What's this invitation written on it? Is it a nice paper?
Can we sell the invitations? I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. As Matt's like, I sincerely regret doing this. Never again.
No. Wait. On page like 37 of my notes, I have, what if they sell the invitations?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Corey, that TCG guy here, and doing something a little different. This really isn't trading card game based, but we did this in place of my normal Thursday night EDH stream yesterday on April 28th. We did a D&D one-shot. Me and a couple of my Magic, or just, I guess at this point, my friends. They're just regular friends. And yeah, we streamed it over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/thattcgguy. We made it halfway through. There's still another half for us to do, so we're going to do that eventually, probably mid to late May. I'm going to break this up into a couple different episodes for you guys to check out, so that way it's not a 3-hour video, but I hope you enjoyed it. We had a blast playing. It was a ton of fun. I have my friends Ricky Thomas, I have Lewis Stardust, Donnie and Jen from Filthy MTG Casuals, and then Southernmost DM Matt, who is our amazing dungeon master for this campaign. So definitely I'll put all their links down in the description below. Give all these fine folks a follow. They're some of the best people in the Magic community. They're some of the best people in general. So please go give them a follow. Let them know, that you're there to support them. They're incredible people. Matt, who was the DM in this campaign, does an incredible job running this. I think this was his first streams campaign that he ever ran. So, there's always jitters with things like that, but he did incredible. Hopefully you enjoy it. But yeah, so I hope you enjoy this little D&D one-shot we did. This is going to be a few episodes, so hit the like button, hit subscribe if you liked it, and let me know if you want to see more of them, because if this goes well, we may do some more in the future with some other players, or maybe longer campaigns. We don't know yet, so yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Thanks a lot, everybody. Let's check it out. Hello and welcome, everyone. This is normally when we I do my normal Thursday night EDH stream, but we're taking a left turn, and we're doing a little bit of a little Dungeons and Dragons one shot. We were all hanging out one day, and we're like, hey, wouldn't it be funny and hilarious if we played some Dungeons and Dragons together? Because it would be, and here we are. So thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out, and thank you to everybody here for jumping in, and Matt, thank you for running this for us. Huge and very exciting. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to have everyone go around and say who they are in real life, and then we'll give you our character name and our race and class, just so you know kind of who's who, but also you should see that above our respective photos, along with a fun little picture of us here. So we'll start with Lua, because she's technically in the top left on your stream here. So we'll go with Lua, and then down to me, Ricky, Jen, and then Donnie, and last we'll have Matt go.
All right. Well, hi, my name is Lewis Stardust. I'm an alternative model cosplay, just all-around internet person. I do a lot of content revolving around Magic the Gathering, D&D, gaming, and stuff like that. Today, I'll be playing the half-elf rogue Lorelei. So we'll see what she's all about. And yeah, if you want to keep up with me at all, go to lewisstardust.com or campcryptidpodcast.com, because I do a podcast every Wednesday too. That's it.
Sweet. And then, yeah, hello, I'm Corey, that TCG guy. I am playing Zolas. He is a Warlock Triton, so should be pretty interesting. I'm going to do my best to do a really crappy accent with it, so that should be really funny, and I'm sorry if I offend anybody inadvertently with my crappy... I think it sounds a lot like Captain Jack Sparrow, which I guess is pretty fitting.
Yes!
So,
I've been watching Pirates all weekend.
So it's going to be real fun. But yeah, so let's shift it over to Ricky.
Hey, friends. I'm Ricky Thomas. I'm a graphic designer and overall pain in the ass on Twitter to the Magic community. I'm actually going to be trying to do something new here. So Largo Zavkoris is my I just want to say creature. I've been playing Magic too long.
These are your commander.
What's your casting cost?
Oh, yeah. 2 and a blue.
Oh my god. Okay.
And a bottle of
Blue
one lemon.
player.
Oh god, he's playing mono blue. Ricky dies first. Sorry, Donnie.
But yeah, I'm a half wood elf bard. I chose bard because I felt it would be the easiest to start with because it's literally just me with elf ears. That's pretty much it. And that's it.
All right, Jen's up next.
I am Jen, one half of the Filthy MTG Casuals. I am going to be playing, I'm going to be a Elishtar Paladin. So my name will be Lathlius.
Very cool. All right, Donnie, round us out.
Hey everybody, it's Cardboard Pimpin from Instagram, or you can find me on Twitter at Pimpin73. I'm the other part of the Filthy MTG Casuals. I am playing a orc artificer, so probably not something you normally see. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to it. This is going to be a good time.
Very interesting. All right, and then we're going to let Matt, our dungeon master, introduce himself, and then I'm just going to go over a couple of quick things before we get started, and then we'll go from there. So, Matt, hello.
Hello, everyone. I'm Matt, the Southernmost DM. I'm usually a guest player on Commander, and I thought we were playing EDH tonight with just a larger crowd than usual. This is a little awkward. I brought my deck and everything. It's unsleeved. I'm going rogue tonight. I'll be
I'm going rogue.
hopefully shepherding this intrepid band of adventurers on a nice little journey through some of the domains of dread tonight. So we're gonna have some fun, go to a nice fancy party, and maybe hunt some bad guys.
Awesome. I am beyond super excited to get this going. But okay, so normally for those of you who are here, you're probably used to watching us do EDH streams where we're very interactive with chat and responding to follows and subscriptions, all that stuff. We still have an alert box down in the bottom right corner, so if you follow or if you subscribe and all that stuff, you'll still see the alert. We probably won't interact with chat as much unless it is deemed necessary for some reason. So if we don't respond to a question or a comment or something, we're not ignoring you. I do have the chat up here so I can see you guys. Just know that we're going to try to create a story here for your imagination. So yeah, we're not ignoring anybody. We're just probably not going to be interacting with chat as much as, say, your normal EDH stream. That being said, though, typical rules apply as far as, the don't be a dick rule, be inclusive, be polite, be kind. No one is excluded from anything here. Bio, I will say thank you for the bits because I can see him right now and we're still talking. But yeah, so other than that, we have a great group of people here. I'm super excited. Very grateful everyone could make it to this. And if you're watching, I hope you enjoy it. And if you like this, let me know. And maybe we can run some other stuff with other people or other players in the future and maybe make this a more regular thing. So that being said, welcome. Sit back, relax, enjoy. I'm super excited. And we're going to throw it back over to Matt, and then hopefully you enjoy this story we're about to tell you. I don't know. Is that how you do this? I don't know how to.
I don't know. I thought I was just faking it till I make it.
That's kind of that's my life. This is my life.
Before we get started, just hi chat. Hope you all are doing well.
Yes. Hello, everybody.
I'll give a heads up. We'll do this module is part of the Adventurers League under D&D, which is pretty much a sanctioned kind of public play. It's available on the DM's Guild called the Grand Masquerade by Mahat Crook and Inilim Zura. And after our first part of this, which will introduce our party to each other and to the audience, we're going to do a quick giveaway in the chat for 2 copies. So we're going to do TPK as the code for that.
Yeah, hold on one sec. Let me get this started. Keyword TPK.
Yeah.
All right.
And after the intro, I'll do another reminder to the audience to enter for it, and then we can do a drawing maybe after the first full part of the module.
Cool. So yeah, so you guys can get a chance to win this actual. It's the module. You're giving away the module or the?
Yeah, it's gonna be the module comes in PDF.
Cool.
So I'll give away 2 copies, and then the winner would just DM me with their email address that's associated with their Drive-Thru RPG or their DM's Guild account, and it will just magically appear later.
Cool. So yeah, if you want to enter to win that, you can just type TPK in the chat anywhere. And capital, non-capital doesn't matter. So just the letters TPK will get you a chance to enter to win that. So yeah, make sure you do that. All right. So we're gonna go chat silence. Well, you guys can talk in chat, but for us, chat silence now.
Silence. Welcome to a land of mystery. So everyone has everything they need. They have their dice, they have their character sheets, they have their beverages.
Yep.
Ready, spaghetti.
Okay. So each member of our fun-loving party received a mysterious letter seeking their assistance in a matter of utmost importance from an individual named Alonic Ray. They find themselves waiting in a mysterious tea shop, Un Tranche de Pain, with its proprietor, Ryan Lockhart, in a mysterious city named Porta Lucine, in the land of Dementlu. They all arrived by a ferry that departed a mysterious dock that seemingly appeared from within the morning mist. Sail through the mist before dawn, until the first light looks as if it's the last, the note said. The city, full of Rococo architecture, exceptionally ornamental, hiding the cracked facade beneath. The interior of the tea shop is small, with slightly warped glass on the window, a hard floor with intricate patterns formed by spills over the years. A display showcasing an array of delectable pastries divides the sitting area with few tables from a small kitchen that sits dark and cold. The display is made of an exquisite trompe-l'oeil painting of food. None of it is real. The cracks in the oil from years on display near the salt water provide a natural flaky texture to the croissants in particular. But on close inspection, the illusion is clear. Dementlu itself is the land of decadent false pretenses rooted in high status and higher stakes. I'd like to welcome everyone to the domains of dread. Ryan sits at a table shuffling a deck of Tarot cards. He's known throughout these parts for reading the fortunes of weary travelers seeking a break from the nightly parties that pepper the streets. He shuffles the cards and begins drawing, setting out 6. Those who steal or burgle, the loss of property full of beauty, innocence, friendship, or maybe just seeking to build their reputation. The 7 of coins, or the thief. Lore, would you like to introduce yourself?
How did I know where that was going? So my character's name is Lorelei, or Lore for short. She is your essential edgy rogue. This is the first D&D character I ever made. I never played it. I thought today was appropriate. She is rough and tough, lots of tattoos. She's a half-elf, as I said earlier. Very, like, silver gray hair that's kind of, like, braided throughout at different levels, but definitely, like, the most uneven haircut you've ever seen kind of thing going on. Clothing-wise, just a lot of neutrals and dark tones, and yeah, she's just a typical emo little rogue, I guess is the best description of her.
Flips another card. Shows the 4 of glyphs. And is emblazoned with a shepherd for those who protect others, one who bears a burden far too great to be shouldered alone. Zolas, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello, that's me, everybody. What's up? My character is Zolas. I can't even pronounce his last name. Vavaxith? We'll go with that. Sure, why not? You can call him Z for short. He is a Triton warlock. Tritons are kind of this very proud, stubborn and arrogant, kind of like merfolk race. Z is very much that same, like, you know, he takes his people take protecting surface dwellers very seriously, so he feels like, you know, they owe him a certain debt of gratitude for all the things that they've helped stop, and creatures that have attempted to breach the surface that have you know, people don't really know about because they've, you know, our people have stopped them. So you know, he's a bit arrogant and a bit charismatic about it, and he definitely, you know, he thinks people should respect him a bit more than he gets, and that can sometimes get him into trouble. But yeah, that's Z.
There's a great rage, or maybe it's passion amongst you. Something bestial, malevolent, hiding in plain sight, maybe just lurking slightly below the shadows. The beast provides an interesting omen that this evening might bring you. Grunt, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hey, everybody. My character's name is Grunt Rumblefoot. He is his origins were kind of shrouded in mystery. He doesn't really have any memories from before he was found by a group of local villagers suckling on a wolf in Wolf's Den. They kind of just assumed that the wolves saved him from some sort of disaster. Grunt's body is covered in scars and welts and burn marks. Looks like he's been blown up or something. Most of the time, he's just an unassuming. Could be confused for a monk or a beggar. You know, kind of raggy clothes, but he's very, very well spoken.
There are 2 cards left on the table. One brings about fundamental change, both from within and without. The anarchist might not be the best role for a place bound by continuously changing rules. Largo, would you like to introduce yourself?
Absolutely. So my character's name is Largo Zapkoris, and he's this half wood elf who was raised by halflings. He actually was abandoned in a wood forest, and these halflings adopted him. But they didn't really take good care of him, and he's always thought he was destined for bigger things. They named him Largo, ironically, because he was the biggest one of the halflings. So he gets made fun of a lot, and because of that, he has really thick skin for quips. He's not strong by any means, but he says things as if he can literally swing a knife at anyone. But again, he's not tough, but he puts on a good front. He became a bard basically by wanting to be like this rock star, and his constant joke is he's the biggest star where he's from because he's physically taller than than everybody else in his halfling village. He has this like kind of big ego. He's sarcastic. So he has like this black ponytail, side shaved, like these ratty little sideburns that stick out. Very think Misfits, 1980s era. He likes very ornamental and he likes nice things, but he really can't afford them. So he constantly is in a state of trying to fake it to fit in.
Last but certainly not least, we have the 3 of Stars. The inner turmoil from confusion that rules so much of us, but that which we turn into order. The Enchanter. Lathlius, would you like to introduce yourself?
My character is Lathlius. She is a Kalishtar. She grew up in a village. It's not really a well-known village. She was raised by a human guardian who gave her very little about her background. So she just knows she's from a place called Adar. And she just knows she's different than everyone else.
Special. As Ryan reaches for the last card face down, the door opens with a slight jingle of a bell, and echoing throughout the city as the door cracks open, a bell rings out. You hear voices start shouting in the distance, but you can't quite make it out as Ryan shouts for the door to be closed. In rules an individual in a wheelchair, followed closely by a halfling. Ryan nods to the newcomers, but speaks to all of you who are gathered here. Time has come for you to understand where you are going. Ryan then collects their Taroka deck, saying, I leave you to it, and wanders off into the back. The elf sitting in the wheelchair studies you each briefly before introducing himself. My name is Alonic, Alonic Ray, and this is my associate, Cave Whippoorwill. I'm working at the behest of the Order of Guardians. We're seeking one of their own. A human woman named Radaga, who's gone missing. As part of this investigation, I'm hiring field operatives, and I hope that you'll be among them. I trust Ryan in his selection of you. He was the one who found a way to send the notes requesting your presence here this evening. The halfling Cabe removes an envelope from their jacket pocket and places it on the table. Word is that Radaga will attend Duchess Cydrus de Honore's Grand Masquerade tonight. Another agent got a sneak peek at the invitations and whipped up a few extras. Now you can mingle at the ball with other covert investigative teams and hopefully find Radaga, or at the very least gather some information about where she's been hiding and why. I believe that infiltration, deduction, possible rescue, and solving a mystery might appeal to you, even at the risk of your being discovered. I can guarantee that you will be handsomely rewarded for your assistance. The point is not to be discovered. Don't go in heavy-handed. You'll get nothing out of these people. And if you don't cooperate with each other, you might be making things a little more difficult for yourselves. I implore you to investigate. Learn what you can of the disappearance of Radaga, if convenient. And even if inconvenient, I implore you to investigate nevertheless. I'm sure you have questions, and more introductions need to be made. But let's get the formalities out of the way, so that you can get ready for the ball. He slides the envelope across the table to you all.
You open it?
Oh, that's why there was silence there.
I was about to whisper, it's your turn.
Yes. I'm gonna just put my hand on it rapidly and just slide it back real close. And as I'm doing that, I'm like, is there a physical description of this person we're looking for? Because how do we know what we're looking for, you know? And I'll open up the letter.
We don't have much to go on, and physical descriptions aren't going to do you much good at the masquerade.
but like
Everyone's gonna be
something,
mad.
man, like a tattoo, like a facial thing, like really tall. What are we thinking?
All I know is that she's a regular at the Duchess's soiree and is held in rather high esteem in the court. So she'll be there. And everyone would want to talk to someone of that power and get in the
Alright.
favor of the Duchess. So you'll have to socialize.
Sounds good. I'm gonna open up the novel.
Inside, you find a series of invitations that are pristine. They look authentic. The paper is fancy. There's a watermark. They bear a gold seal of the Duchess. And each one has your name written in very ornate lettering. They're also each signed.
Just start throwing
Is
them
it, I was
around
gonna say,
the
is it all
table.
signed by the same person?
Yes. They're all signed by the Duchess.
Cool. So these should be fine. Yeah, we should be fine with this. Seems legit.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and ask anyone else if they feel like we weren't given nearly enough information here.
Yeah, I don't even.
I mean, he kind
I
of just
could-
repeated himself again.
Right?
Oh, I have not given all the information you need. The invitations only get you inside. But your wits are what you need to keep alive. The Duchess is very particular about her rules and formalities. And it's almost a game to her.
Is there going to be food at this party?
Oh, there'll be food, the likes of which you've never seen.
Good, because I'm hungry.
Donnie, you're supposed to be in character. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, buddy. Come back. Come back.
I thought that was Donnie's stomach.
Oh, that's so funny.
You did mention that there would be someone handsome and a reward.
Yes, if you have information, we will pay you handsomely for your time.
Oh, it's one thing.
I like money.
Is the reward
Yeah, I don't.
handsome itself, or is it just money? I feel like that needs to be disclosed up front because we all enjoy handsome things and also money.
Money
Usually
buys.
get. Usually get one of those things.
Yes. Normally you have to pay extra. I'm not looking to do that.
What's
Well-
this? What's this invitation written on? Is it a nice paper?
Can we sell the invitations? I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. As Matt's like, I sincerely regret doing this. Never again.
No, wait. On page like 37 of my notes, I have, what if they sell the invitations? You don't want to
guess
sell the invitations.
Okay.
Why? Why does this person trust us to do this? Is my first thought, right?
Can't you tell?
Used for a toiletry.
I mean, the truth is just characteristically speaking, I don't trust anybody. So.
We don't trust you either.
Can I roll to see what Ricky's got on him as he's saying this? Just a little insight check to see if he's got like a lot of pockets, maybe something cool hanging out of him.
Yeah, go for it.
Got that thing on it.
All right, and that's just investigation. So that is a 13. It's not great.
He's got clothes.
Damn. No wonder he's here. He needs the money. All right, keep going.
Where'd that little thief go?
Pushing my hair in the back.
She's right behind you.
Usually have to pay double for that kind of action, am I right, Ray?
Mm-hmm.
The dice roll you just heard is the knife that lore is slowly pressing into your side.
Just kidding. We're all friends. We're all friends here. We're all friends. I think.
Okay. Before we continue, you mentioned there were a specific set of rules involved in this. What exactly are you talking about?
Well, first
Tell
and
Abby,
probably
Ricky.
most important is the bell you heard when we arrived. When the bell tolls from the city, you can hear it practically everywhere, and you will hear it inside the Duchess's home. It is customary for all to say, "May the Duchess favor us all." Rule number 2, don't touch your nose while you're speaking to another person. Rule number 3, never reach over food. If you feel the urge to eat something, only grab what's immediately in front of you. If you have to grab something from the far side, make an effort to go around. It's not wise to break any of these rules. The punishment is harsh and swift. Rule number 4. After greeting a stranger, your next sentence must never be a question. Rule number 5. Never let your mask slip. And this doesn't just mean the mask you wear to the masquerade. It's the mask each of you wear right now in the world. Never let them see you falter. And we just learned that there were 2 more rules added this morning in preparation for tonight's bowl. Whenever you touch your lips, you must say, "My secrets are mine to keep." And lastly, whenever an individual must engage in a bodily function of any kind, they must loudly declare it for all around them. And all within earshot must turn away. Thanks, Donnie.
Bart!
So, chat, here's where you can play along too. Keep track of anyone breaking these rules throughout the game, because it's in their best interest to stay on top of it. It'll be especially fun watching Ricky.
Yep.
Oh,
I
yeah.
touch my face a lot. I can't help it.
Same.
Yes, I'm a very nervous nose toucher. I like to touch noses when I'm nervous. Not other people's noses, but just my own.
I was just
I
about
guess-
to say, keep your hands off my nose, buddy.
I am
just
now
saying,
making it a point to touch your nose at some point in this ordeal.
I mean, we had 2. Oh,
Oh god.
may
May
the Duchess
favor us all.
Oh, men. Am I right? And I hit Laughless on the shoulder.
Then I look at the other 2 guys, I'm like, well, we're not supposed to do it yet. Then we're not ready.
Well, you'll get some extra practice this evening.
Alright.
These rules don't just exist within the Grand Masquerade. They exist throughout the entire city. So be mindful. City Watch will be keeping an eye out for those who don't uphold the rules and commit the occasional faux pas. And with regards to payment, don't want gold. We can pay you in equipment. Order has very deep pockets and quite a stash of weaponry of any type that you would possibly want or need. But none of it will help you tonight. You won't be able to take anything into the masquerade. They check you at the door thoroughly, just as thoroughly as they'll go over the invitations.
Inky.
So, well, I guess I'm gonna have to borrow a loot tonight.
We could just say that you're the entertainment, right? Like you're the music, you're the actual music for the place.
You could say we're a band.
Maybe we are a band.
I'm very good at the bird pipe according to my sheet. Whatever the hell that is.
I don't even know what a bird pipe is.
It's something.
I don't know. Does it play Wonderwall? That's all I want to hear.
That's the only song I know.
I knew we were half-elf buds for a reason.
It's ironic because
am I gonna finally get to say roll for Wonderwall?
Tonight is
well, look, we can only play 3 seconds of it before we get DCA claims. Okay, we gotta be careful.
Just don't sing it with your accent. We might be okay.
Or sing it with the accent. That's the only way.
Sing it with the accent. That might save you.
That's the only way. It'll be fine. It's ironic you guys say that because the only song I know how to play is by clapping 2 seashells together, and it's in Wonderwall. That's the only song. I learned it when I was a young tadpole. My mother taught me that song before she died.
Must have been a shallow gene pool.
It was quite tragic. Wait, the gene pool was shallow, or the pool itself was shallow? You have to be more specific with me, man, because we both lived in water. You see, that's the thing. Also, I'm swapping between, like, Australian, Jack Sparrow, and a little bit of New Zealand. I'm sorry. It's a mix of everything. It's a really weird...
I heard a little bit of Ringo Starr in there.
I don't know that one very much. I'm sorry.
I don't know if you're drunk or confused.
It's a bit of everything, mate. I don't really know. It's a bit of all of it.
I don't know what it is, but I love it.
I had some oysters before
Only
I got
gonna
here.
get better.
Yes, I had oysters.
Yeah,
I
we're
don't
gonna
feel
be-
great.
We're absolutely going to be friends, Blueface.
Thank you, Peach Face. I love that.
Before you go, you're gonna need to dress the part. We'll store your weapons and your gear here for you. And after the ball, come back with whatever information you have, and we can figure out next steps in the investigation. Doesn't look like any of you brought appropriate attire, so thankfully we have some spare robes in the back, just in case. You'll need to pick out a mask as well to hide your face. Grunt. What's
Yeah.
the mask look like that you're gonna pick for the masquerade tonight?
So I made this. I made this mask of mud and bits of twigs and grass and some bits of metals and some gears, things I found along my journeys, and fashioned it into something that appropriately covers my gruff exterior.
Does it look like a hodgepodge of found memories, or does it form a face type of creature?
Oh, it's very just a hodgepodge of... Yes, it looks like a 2-year-old made it. I won't say a 2-year-old what, but that's what made it.
Okay, Whippoorwill, the halfling kind of looks at you choosing that from the collection and just kind of goes, huh. This will be interesting. Largo, what mask will you be choosing for this evening?
Well, being the cultured person I am, as a half-elf, raised by half-people, I think I'm going to go with something ornamental. It's going to be very detailed. Think kind of Death Eater-esque, because I really want to impress the other elf people, even though I wasn't really raised like one. So I want details. I want it to be very carved and just as ornamental as kind of the details on my shirt there on my character.
Okay. Lore, tell us about the mask that you choose.
Well, it's got kind of like cat eye shapes, almost like big cat eyes, with very ornate little details of like floral pieces and then kind of like little squiggles and other things like that. And then at the bottom of it, it's got a bunch of like jewel pieces kind of hanging over where my mouth would be. So they're just like big string jewel things. Is the best way I could describe it.
The technical term.
Yeah.
Like Orville Peck.
Yeah, totally. Just like that. That's it.
Love it.
Lathius.
My mask looks like a dragon mask. It has about 3-inch horns on the front, blue. Because my guardian always told me that we had dragons in my homeland. So it's blue, looks like dragon wings. Shiny.
Last but certainly not least, Captain Jack Zolas.
Try to get away from the drunk pirate accent, but we'll
No,
see.
I love it. It's so
No,
good.
It works, but I also like the Australian.
It's a mix. It's a weird. He's from like that. It's a weird mix. Anyway, so he's gonna go for the very like coral looking, almost jade in color octopus mask. So the actually, I don't want to go too much into detail, I guess, about his history, but he's very much drawn to this octopus creature mask, and it's like almost carved out of like jade stone, with like very coral-esque like pinks and blues and purples, kind of like all peppered around it, almost kind of like barnacles on it. And then he's got like the little tentacles that like come out, and yeah, it's very, very octopus. Doc Ock-esque.
Sounds like it's heavy.
It's very heavy. I almost can't wear it, but I've practiced my entire life. I'm very good at wearing masks. It's something I'm quite good at. I'll teach you guys at some point the best way to wear a mask, because obviously you need my help.
Obviously.
Yes.
Last but not least, you're going to need a robe. Okay, wheels out cart with a kind of disheveled pile of black, formal-looking robes of various materials that appear to be fabric. There's at least one for each of you in the appropriate size that you can grab. Just throw your gear on the cart and I'll keep it safe in the back for you.
I don't trust it.
Better to trust me than to trust trying to get in there with a weapon.
We just met you.
Can I...
I mean, if I...
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, can I sneak my 3-headed guitar in under a really big rope? Because that could be kind of cool.
Why don't you ask the biggest person?
Ah. Can Grunt sneak in my 3-headed guitar under his big rope?
Gabe looks over to Alonic, who gives a nod. She pulls out a coin purse and tosses it at Lore. It's got a decent little heft. Is that enough to convince you to trust us? To keep a good, safe eye on your gear?
Can I attempt to like hide one of my daggers so I have two things I want to try to hide on me. So I have like a handful of like, it's like 5 or 6 little pebbles that are in my jacket pocket, like my pocket, and then I have a dagger that I want to try to like hide in like a shoe or on my underwear belt, I don't know, somewhere. Don't ask where the dagger's going. I just want to attempt to hide it. So,
I was waiting for that.
So can I
About
like
to get
show
awkward.
them the pebbles and be like, is this too much? Is it rocks? Is it silly little rocks? They mean nothing.
You're fine with
We
those.
have the ability to, to hold something.
So, for hiding a dagger, give me a sleight of hand roll.
Can I also roll?
Yep.
I would also.
All right.
Certainly.
6 plus
Take
3,
that.
9.
Yeah.
Shit.
I got a 16 plus 7. I can't do math. We talked about this earlier. 20 something for sure.
So, with the 9, that first roll,
Fine, I won't take the bloody dagger. Jesus. Come on,
the dagger awkwardly like slips through a hole in the pocket in the robe and clatters loudly on the ground, providing just enough distraction for Lore to hide one.
Nice.
from the person.
I'll look down at the dagger and be like, honestly, I don't know how they got there. That's not even my dagger. I don't even. That's insane.
Meant to do that.
And I'll just I'll kick it over towards them in their cart. Like, I don't know, maybe you can keep this one.
They look down at it and it says Zolas's dagger on it.
Literally do not know where it came from. It's not mine. It's insane that it says it. I can see where it would look like it might be mine. You know what? It's mine. You're right. Here it is.
Anyone else have something they'd like to?
I got my scimitar and all that other stuff. I'll pop everything except for the pebbles onto the cart.
For someone who doesn't trust us to store your weapons, you're also quite trusting of how much money might be in that pouch you haven't opened yet.
Oh.
Did open, but I didn't get an answer. So,
Oh.
how much money?
It's a small pile of platinum pieces.
Platinum.
That's a lot of money.
I think this guy's rich.
Can I grab one of the coins and kind of just chew on it to make sure it's real?
Yes.
I mean, this feels like the real thing, guys. I deal with platinum all the time.
Is it real?
So-
Is it real? Can we check it somehow? Like for real, check it.
See.
This is
I'm
real.
gonna say Lore, if you wanna question it and give an insight check, given your background.
My very guys, I got my first natural one.
You're like, these could be chocolate. I don't care. I'm game. Let's go.
My natural failure rule, so I get it, but also my thing would have just been +1 anyway, so it would have been bad.
What?
Lore's very much a quantity, not quality kind of gal.
Looks real to me.
It's heavy.
It weighs enough. Why is it say?
Yeah, I can fit it, yeah.
Why does it have a loon on it?
This says property
can
of
we-
Cadbury Company. I don't know what that is, but
Can I inspect the coin to see what's on it? With the details, if there's faces on it, and whose face is on it?
Sure. Looking at the coin, you see a face of a regal and royal woman with the name of the Duchess engraved around it, and on the back is the seal of Dementlu.
Well, maybe we should go see this lady because she's got lots of money, so she probably has good food, and then maybe we can, get out of there really fast and take all this money back, and then we'll go have fun.
I take a quick look at our entire group, toss all my stuff, and throw it on the table and say, "Take it, I'm in."
I was already in. I have nothing better to do.
What do we eat?
As soon as you get inside, you can eat to your heart's content, if you
Well, in
dare.
that case, let's go. If you dare.
I'm sorry, did I say the quiet part out loud?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Wait a minute.
I said domains of dread. There has to be some dread. I know I'm like Mr. Happy-Go-Lucky positive person, but I gotta try and be spooky.
I thought it would be like when you go to a Halloween party and it's like bowl of eyeballs and it's like
like
spaghetti
grapes.
meatballs. Yeah, and grapes and stuff.
I hate to break
Totally
it to
a
you.
bowl of spaghetti.
All it is bowls of candy corn.
Yeah.
You know, I'm actually alright with it. I like candy. I'm one of the. I feel like I'm one of the 4 people in the world who's like, yeah, candy corn's fine.
Well, it's a
I thought
candy
the
no one
people were
likes.
rich.
Yeah, and then I buy it all, and then I get to eat it. So more for me.
Now I know what to send you for your birthday.
Yeah, man. Hey, my wedding's in 8 days. Send all candy corn to me.
I wonder if we can get candy corn engraved with y'all's initials.
Probably. You can do it to M&Ms. I imagine you can do it to candy corn.
Gotta do it to candy corn.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
So Cabe will drive you over in
So,
carriage. We have waiting.
Hold on. What are the names of these 2 guys again? It's Cabe and...
Cabe Whippoorwill and Alonic Ray.
Alonic Ray and Cabe, like C-A-B-E or K-A-B-E?
K-A-B-E. Whippoorwill. W-H-I-P-P-O-O-R-W-I-L-L.
Okay. I feel like
Cabe
we should know these
Walker.
guys' names just in case it becomes important later.
Cabe and Alonic.
Okay.
But before we go off to the wonderful party, I'd like to throw it out in the chat that if you haven't entered the giveaway for one of 2 copies of the module that we're running tonight, please enter TPK into the chat.